In Shadowrun 5th edition, hosts are the places in the Matrix where all the good stuff is found. Pay data, secure terminals, and the control access for cameras and doors. Almost every run requires interaction with a myriad of electronic devices secured by these Matrix monoliths, so you might want to learn the rules for basics of hacking hosts. The purpose of hosts and a description of their architecture are beyond the scope of this video. For more details on why hosts exist, what they are used for, and what they look like, please check out the SR5 core rulebook starting on page 246 and/or the Data Trails sourcebook starting on page 82. Whatever your reason for entering a host, the first thing you'll need to do is place a mark on the host you are trying to enter. You can either attempt to place the mark on a host via your wireless Matrix connection, or you can find a device that is slaved to the host you are trying to enter. Make a direct connection to this device and place your mark on it. This will, in turn, mark the host to which the device is slaved. Placing your mark wirelessly onto the host itself usually requires more difficult tests. However, you have the convenience and safety of not needing to be at the physical location of the host. To do this, you place your mark either through a brute force action or hack on the fly action. The host will defend with its host rating plus the host's firewall attribute. Since this is being done wirelessly, noise penalties and penalties from being on a different grid from the host may apply. Noise penalties due to distance usually don't apply, since hosts are not usually tied to a physical location. Using a direct connection to place your mark typically has easier tests involved, but requires you to directly connect to a physical device that is slave to the host, such as a camera or magnetic door lock. Once physically connected to the device by fiber optic cable, the hacker will place a mark as normal, but the device does not get the protection of the host and must defend with its device rating plus firewall attribute. Direct connections also ignore any noise penalties. Once the mark is placed, you can now use an Enter Host Matrix action to enter. It is at this point when your GM will make a roll to determine how long before the patrol ice inside the host will scan you for illegal intrusion. This roll depends on the rating of the host and can be found on a table on page 86 of the Data Trails sourcebook. The smaller a host, the more frequently you will be subjected to the scan. Larger hosts are very busy and have more to scan, so it's easier for a hacker to get lost in the crowd. When it is time for the patrol ice to scan the hacker, it will make a matrix perception test using a number of dice equal to its host rating times 2. If the hacker is not running silent, the patrol ice will automatically detect the intruder after the set number of combat turns. If the hacker is running silent, then she defends using her logic plus sleaze attribute. If the patrol ice fails, then the hacker is not detected and nothing happens until the designated number of combat turns passes again, at which point the patrol ice will scan again. If the patrol ice succeeds, then it sets off an alarm and alerts the host to the hacker's presence. The first of the host's ice loadout is launched and everyone rolls initiative. Certain events such as failing a sleaze action or succeeding at an attack action may further alert the host and draw more attention. See the GM screen episode on placing marks in the Matrix for more information. While inside a host, the hacker has the fortunate effect of being considered to be directly connected to all devices slave to that host. This makes it quite easy and convenient for the hacker to control these devices and is one of the primary reasons for hacking a host to begin with. A hacker will still need to get marks on these individual devices, like the many doors, cameras, or mounted weapons slaved to a host, but it will be much easier since the hacker will be rolling against the attribute of the device itself and not the defending host. Sometimes a slave device is running silent on the host and is a little harder to find. To find these devices, the hacker will first make an unopposed matrix perception test of computer plus intuition to see if they notice devices running silent. A single hit is all that's necessary. Then, an opposed matrix perception test of the hacker's computer plus intuition versus the target's device rating plus sleaze attribute. A single hit will spot the device's icon. More hits get additional info about the device. Thanks for watching. Tell me what you'd like to see me do a video on in the future. And if you liked this video, please consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/complexaction. Our patrons help to support the videos made here and in return get access to thank you rewards. Everything here is made possible by the generous support of our patrons. And thanks again for watching.